Welcome to the Kentucky Game Plan with your hosts, Adrian and Mac.
Welcome, everyone, to the Kentucky Game Plan. I'm Adrian Smith.
And I am Mac Black.
Mac, you seem kind of down, kind of like the weather.
Something like it. It's a change. It's, fall's here. Cold just crept in on us with pretty much no warning.
Yeah, it came in like 100 miles
It
an
was
hour.
burning up last week, and now it's cold and rainy to add.
Yeah, well, the rain. I could deal with the cold. I just can't deal with the rain and the cold.
You can't stand the rain.
No, I can't stand the rain.
But you like purple rain.
I do.
So what's the difference? Explain it to me.
It's more soothing.
It's more soothing.
Yeah, that's what.
So when purple rain falls on you, is it actually purple, or is it something you just see?
It's something you see with the soothingness of the rain itself.
Oh,
it puts you in a trance.
So when it hits you, it turns purple.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's like a transcendental rain that soothes you.
Okay. I didn't know you and Prince had that connection.
Oh,
but
we go way back, my friend.
awesome.
Yes, sir.
College football.
Yes.
Switching gears.
What a weekend for college football.
Yeah. A lot of upsets. A lot of
comebacks.
comeback games.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the comeback song.
Unfortunately, the Cardinals did not.
No.
Man.
Is it time? I asked this question last time.
Yep. And we did a segment.
Should I ask it again?
Well, it's a great question. Last week we talked about it, and I stuck with the coach because you got to stick with your coach through thick and thin, through tough times, through great times. And you got to give him time to turn things around, right? Well,
time's winding down.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. The times are winding down. The situation, 4 losses in a row. I mean, come on.
4 consecutive.
Yeah.
Should I say? I like to say consecutive.
It's more
consecutive.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
go. Yeah, man. I think it might be time to see the end of the Petrino era.
And this was a road game, too.
This was a road game.
Road games make it a little tougher because you go into that hostile environment.
Correct.
But I don't know.
I look at it like this. We knew what the season was coming into, with the new quarterback and, the timing of the receivers and some of these running backs, kind of getting their feet wet. And the defense was supposed to kind of carry the unit, right? Well, the last 2 games, I mean, my God, I think the defense has given up like 980 yards and like 9 touchdowns.
That's ridiculous.
Really where's the defense? They brought in the new defensive coordinator, and he's supposed to turn this thing around. He's one of those guys that, kind of turns things quickly.
Right.
He's a guy that's respected throughout the college ranks as far as coaching. Here's the thing. It's obvious he's not doing his job because the players aren't doing their job.
Exactly, because if he's doing his job, it's going to show on the field.
Exactly. And my point being is, do we let Petrino go? Because, we know the offense is going to struggle here and there. I'm not going to say it's going to struggle every game or, for only the first quarter or whatever. But, when you got Pass kind of progressing, he's getting better. It's obvious he's getting the offensive down better.
Right. But they only have 5 more games to turn things around.
Right.
And to get better. I mean, you got 5 games and
it's not an easy 5 games.
It's not. It really isn't. Because you look, there's 1, 2, 3. You got 3 home games left and 2 road games.
Correct.
And one of those road games is in Clemson.
Good. Yeah.
So, I mean, and your other one is in Syracuse, New York.
Which Syracuse always brings their A game against U of L.
I know. And you got Kentucky, the last game of the season. That's at Cardinal Stadium.
Okay.
North Carolina State, Wolfpack. That's at Cardinal Stadium.
And they're undefeated right now.
Right. And then next Saturday's game against Wake Forest.
There you go. Home. Yeah. So, and we kind of saw what Wake Forest did before. So
is that next Saturday? Or is that a bye week game? That seems kind of close.
What's the date?
Today's the 14th.
And the date of the game?
27th.
Yeah,
We're a little off, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So there's probably about, yeah.
So a bye week there. But anyways, back to the scheduling. 27th is their next game against Wake Forest at home. So how do you think they're going to look? What do they need to work on to beat Wake Forest?
I think, obviously, they need to work on the run game to kind of take some of the pressure off pass. As far as the scheme of the blocking and the defense, you know what? If you're not going to play great zone defense, if you're not going to play great man-to-man defense, blitz. Do
Right.
something. Blitz. I mean, come on. Put pressure somewhere, you know? I mean, the defense has got to get some stops. They got to get some turnovers to help this offense, and they're not doing their job.
Pass through 17-31, total of 170 yards and 1 interception.
And he had the run, the touchdown run.
He had to run.
Yeah, it was like an 8-yard run.
Anthony Brown, on the other end, Boston College had a really good game.
Oh, do tell. Anthony Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 16-22, 179 yards and a touchdown. Bailey, the running back,
Stepped up. Coach kept telling him, stand by, stand by, stand by. With A.J. Dillon being out for injury,
Yep.
I mean, he was their star back.
28 carries, 112 yards and a touchdown, and his long run was 11 yards.
Right.
But the backup to the backup, Glines, he had 17 carries for 107 yards and a touchdown.
He had another good game as well.
Yeah, he had a 41-yard run. So,
Basically, they just ran over Louisville.
yeah, kind of what Georgia Tech did.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, they had
And to
470
me,
yards or
they
something.
here we go again, back to the defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the defense.
So, is it time for a new defensive coordinator, or is it time for a new head coach?
Maybe both.
Both. Okay.
Say both. Like you said, pass is coming along, but got 5 games to turn things around. It doesn't look good.
No.
To be honest, just reality of the situation.
Like we said, a lot of comebacks yesterday, a lot of upsets as far as the college football ranks. Alabama winning against Missouri, 39-10.
Wow.
The game of the day, Georgia LSU, number 2 Georgia, 13th LSU,
Upset.
36-16 LSU. By the way, LSU does play Alabama in about 3 weeks.
It's going to be a battle.
So, I'm not saying look at Alabama, but, I mean,
Yeah.
LSU took out Georgia. So,
Number
they're just
2
as good as
Georgia.
Alabama in my book. Florida, Vanderbilt. Florida 37, Vanderbilt 27. Vanderbilt at one time was up in this game 21-3.
Yes, I was watching it.
21-3, they lose 37-27. Auburn, 21st ranked Auburn, losing to Tennessee 24-30. And then another game kind of down on the wire. South Carolina, Texas A&M 26-23. And Mississippi and Arkansas 37-33. I look at it like this. Are we going to go into the college football playoffs with maybe one unbeaten team and 3 teams with at least 1 loss or more?
Possibility.
I mean,
Stranger things have happened.
yeah, well, you're right. Stranger things have happened, but it's going to be very, very possible that this does happen. I mean, as far as maybe Alabama going in undefeated. I mean, they still got some games. They still got Auburn to play. They still got LSU to play. I mean, these teams are not like going to roll over because they're Alabama. But that being said, I mean, you look at Notre Dame, who came back yesterday. They were down 14-3
Right,
against Pitt. They win 19-14. I mean, they're going to be in the top 4 now with Georgia's loss. West Virginia, who is ranked 6th, they lost to Iowa State, which is not a great team, but they lost 30-14. Oregon pulling an upset against Washington in overtime.
Overtime, yes.
30-27. Michigan State beating Penn State 21-17. Number 9 ranked Texas now beating Baylor 23-17. And then you had the Big Ten matchup, Michigan-Wisconsin, 38-13 Michigan. Harbaugh getting back on track, it
Yes,
looks
he
like.
was. Everybody was running on all cylinders in that game.
And then you look at the ACC, man, come on. This is the team I kind of had as the dark horse, Miami, the U. I mean, they've been back on the map for the last season and a half, but falling to Virginia, 16-13.
Tough loss, sir.
Tough loss, yeah. And Tennessee with an upset, 30-24 over 21st ranked Auburn, who, like I said, does play Alabama in 3 weeks. Well, 4 weeks technically. So
to me, that's the upset game right there. Besides Georgia, LSU's that Tennessee Auburn game.
I agree. I mean, Auburn kind of was right in their own book here.
Yeah,
getting into the college ranks as far as the top 4. If they could just win out, beat Alabama, they could maybe be in contention.
Yeah,
if everything else falls into place.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Kentucky's on bye week this week.
Yep.
This Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Homecoming against Vandy.
Oh, okay.
Should be a good game.
It should be.
They've had this week to work on their defense and everything else they need to work on.
Work on their 3rd and 2.
Yeah, definitely. They want to bring it up.
Let's not get too fancy.
Good luck to them.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
I look at it, another win for Kentucky if they just stick to the fundamentals, do what they're good at, playing solid defense, running the ball, should be a win.
Yeah, that'll be 6-1.
There you go.
That's the case. Moving on to college basketball.
Okay, yeah.
Or
college basketball.
did you have something before?
Yeah,
that?
a little local. Louisville F.C. soccer.
Yes.
Which we support very much. Louisville City Soccer finishing out the season with the win.
They ranks them, number 2?
Ranks them number 2. They beat Indy 11 last night at home.
I got to see some of that.
1-0 on the, looked like a penalty kick from what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Lancaster with the goal. I mean, the best player on the team.
Who they got next?
Well, and this is where the playoffs kind of break down.
Soon.
Right. I would say in the next 3 or 4 days, they should definitely get the schedule out. So check their website.
I wish them the best because they need to win another championship, make it back-to-back.
Let's do it.
That's a big thing here in Louisville is that soccer team.
Yes, I agree.
It really is. They've done well.
They've done well. They've played well. The turnout's been great. Now they got their own, I don't want to say arena, but stadium, I guess, kind of being built. So, yeah.
So you're doing something good. They're doing that for you.
Exactly. College basketball, as you were saying,
this past Friday, college basketball's about here.
Yeah.
Everybody's celebrating, getting their gear. I know I am. Big Blue Madness was a success from what I could see.
Yeah, a lot of things were brought back.
The only thing they were missing was Drake. Drake was on tour, so he couldn't be there.
Dang it.
But, they had some guys from the 2019, 2020, and 2021 class there.
Oh, at the Blue. Okay.
Yeah, they were there in attendance. 5-star small forward Jalen Johnson from the 2021 class. 5-star R.J. Hampton, 2020 class. 5-star shooting guard Terrence Clark. And he's with the 19 class, sorry. And then 5-star center, so 2019 class, Vernon Carey Jr. So all those guys were in attendance. So I'm pretty sure they had fun. They had the whole blue carpet walk.
Yeah.
Players were coming out. You know, I gave them a little VIP star treatment.
And some Hall of Famers there?
Yeah. Kenny Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember watching him at the dunk contest.
I saw Joe B there too.
His name Joe B all was there.
Yeah.
Girls basketball team, they were there.
Okay.
And they do their thing as well.
Exactly.
If you guys need the Kentucky schedule for basketball, the posters are out at Kroger.
Yep. Right
now, so I don't know how many are left, but you might want to get over there and grab you a couple.
If you can find them.
Exactly. Andy Katz has the Power 36 rankings. It's 5 teams, top 5.
Okay.
It's Kentucky number 1, Kansas at number 2, Gonzaga at 3, Blue Devils 4, and UNC round out number 5. So it's pretty interesting post there. Ex-UK basketball players, Isaac Humphries was signed with the Hawks and then waived a couple days afterwards.
Yeah, that was weird.
Kind of weird, yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's
he was a big Blue Madness as well.
Okay.
He was there showing support. So hopefully he can get with the team and get out there and show what he can do. Marcus Lee was waived by the Heat, but they picked up DeAndre Liggins.
Oh, okay.
So got rid of one, gained another.
Well, yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
Any other college basketball news you got?
No, I'm just kind of waiting for like you said, the season to begin.
Right.
The madness is here. So
haven't heard anything else about U of L though.
I haven't either. They're very on the hush hush about their.
We talked about their guys coming in for this season and next season. So
the transfers, yeah. So
we'll see. NFL news: Jaguars signed Jamal Charles.
A good signing. He was a number one back. Let's just put it that way. He was a number one back for the Chiefs for 8 or 9 seasons before the knee injury started to begin. Played with the Seahawks last season. Here's the thing: when he's healthy, look out.
Yeah,
because he's a guy that will just steamroll right through that defense to get what he needs to get.
And he does. He gets it done.
Yeah, with the situation with Leonard Fournette, who's another monster for the Jags, this guy just can't stay healthy. I mean, he was at LSU. He kind of did that. I'm not going to play the last 3 games of the season before the NFL draft because I want to be healthy. Then he gets drafted. Jags make AFC Championship game, and he helped in that. But at the same time, he just can't stay healthy throughout a season. I mean, I know it's a tough position to play. I mean, running back, you're always getting hit, always getting knocked around. But, yeah, I mean, the Jags had to do something. And you know what? Go out and get an experienced guy, a guy who's been, in the Pro Bowl and all that stuff. So, yeah, Jamal Charles is a great pickup for him. Definitely.
Yeah, it is. I agree. Drew Brees in his 18th season coming in. And third in all-time passing has now surpassed Peyton Manning and Brett Favre.
And Brett
Favre. He's now sitting at 72,103 passing yards. Pretty impressive.
Well, you said it. Pretty
impressive. Peyton Manning was at 71,940, and Brett Favre was 71,838. Isn't that crazy?
It's a class in all itself.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, nothing but Hall of Famers.
Accomplish that.
Yeah.
And knock out 2 of the greats.
Well, yeah. And you got to think, this guy had rotator cuff surgery.
Right.
On the arm that he throws with.
And the season's not over.
And he's under contract for next year.
There you go.
So, I mean, nothing against Teddy Bridgewater.
Congratulations. Right.
But,
Congratulations to Drew.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning congratulated him as he was cutting up tomatoes.
I saw that commercial.
Dinner for his family.
Yeah.
Saying, what's that face?
Sam, a huge fan of Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Big supporter.
Right. She is. That's what that face was for.
Exactly what that face was for.
Jerry Jones says they haven't had a number 1 receiver in years.
Correct.
That's your boy, Jerry Jones. So
he is my boy.
I want you to elaborate on that. Do you agree?
Yeah, technically I do agree. Because here's the reason why I technically do agree. You got to think the Dallas Cowboys for the last 10 years, if not 12 years, has had a rotation of receivers. Dez Bryant being one of them. I'm not saying nothing negative against Dez Bryant because when he was on the field, the man did what the man had to do.
Right.
I mean, he would break tackles. He would throw people to the ground, whatever it took to get the damn ball. Here's the situation. He was not option number 1. He was never option number 1. Jason Witten was option number 1. Jason Witten played the tight end position. So technically, no, they haven't had a number 1 wide receiver. They never have the number 1 wide receiver option. Dez was number 2, if not number 3. The reason being because he got doubled a lot of the times. Let's be honest. Safety came down, doubled up on the corner. But that being said, Jerry's right. Plain and simple, Jerry's right. Option number 1 was always Jason Witten for the last decade.
Jerry says what goes.
Well, not necessarily, but the same situation is He's not blowing smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, he was right.
So these are facts.
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 And that goes to Tony Romo, to Dak Prescott, as far as rotation of receivers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree.
Cool.
He's right.
What about the Bengals? Did you see the little piece on quarterback Andy Dalton? They don't mind him not being in the spotlight.
I did not see this.
I didn't see the whole article on that. I didn't know if you could. You want to talk about that?
As far as him being a diva quarterback, is that?
I guess, but a lot of quarterbacks are
Vocal.
Well, not just that; they're just in the headlines.
Okay.
Something's going on, but I guess with he's having a good season, and there's not a whole lot of press about it. So I guess what they're saying, they feel like they don't mind him not having all the limelight or just being right there and the light right on him, they're on his face.
Right. He is having a great season. I mean, let's be honest. Look at the team.
Right.
Look how the team's playing.
They're going to beat the Steelers today.
I hope they do. And by the way, Le'Veon Bell, nobody's seen him in Steeler country. Right. So, is he back? Is he coming back? No idea.
This Bengals team this year is electric.
This Bengals,
they got a lot of energy. I mean, past few seasons that you've seen a little injuries there. But this team here, it's like all their receivers and
AJ Green
backs are just like all over the place. Just lightning.
A terrible injury though to Tyler Eifert.
Yeah.
God. Here's what I see out of this Bengals team. My honest opinion. They're playing like a team. They don't have any drama around them.
Right.
There's no defensive
so
drama. Yeah, with Burfett, the linebacker. Yeah. And then you had Pac-Man Jones. He was always in trouble. Yeah, I mean, even when he was at West Virginia, he was in trouble. You don't have any of that drama, any of that negativity in the locker room going on. And you know
that's
what?
Where it starts, in the locker room, then you get on the field. If you carry that locker room drama out to the field.
Exactly.
No good equation.
No. And here's another thing you got to look at. We all kind of wondered what the situation was with the Marvin Lewis. Did he quit? Is he going to get fired? Oh, we think he's going to get fired tomorrow. And then he signs like a 2-year extension out of nowhere. Here's what I see out of this team. Looks like this team is playing for Marvin Lewis.
Yeah. That's the way to look at it.
I mean, no drama, as you said. Quarterback's playing great. Receivers are playing great. Defense is playing solid. They're in a division where it's a very, very tough division. Let's just be honest. I don't care how you break it down. Browns are playing good.
Oh, yeah.
Ravens are playing really good. Mm-hmm. I mean, minus the Steeler drama, if they could get everybody on the same bus, no pun intended, they could be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what they have.
Potential's there.
Antonio Brown, Bell, Roethlisberger, Hall of Famer. We all know what they got as far as weapons. And then you got the Bengals.
Which everybody counts out between the Browns and the Bengals.
Right.
But down upon, but hey, the tables have turned.
Exactly. The tables have turned. So this team looks
keep turning in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't see the Bengals train stopping.
No.
With this season. Yeah, this season they look like the team to beat in that division.
I agree. Speaking of the Steelers, Antonio Brown's being sued over an incident that happened back in April.
Okay.
Tossing furniture over a balcony, almost hitting.
Oh gosh.
The toddler of Ophir Sternberg. I guess that's how you say. I don't know if Sternberg's right, but Ophir.
Oh wow.
That's how you say the guy's name, but
good lord.
Said he threw an ottoman.
Yeah.
And a couple large vases and an ottoman over a balcony, and almost hit his toddler son.
Wow.
And security was called. The police
got
there and said he was acting really aggressive and angry with everybody. I don't know what was going on or why he was throwing furniture over a balcony and why.
Yeah, that was my next question. Why are we throwing furniture?
That's a good way to injure yourself and somebody else.
Well, yeah.
Just think if he had hit that kid.
Bad news.
Right.
You thought Le'Veon Bell was a situation with bad news?
Well, he's being sued. I don't know about how much, but
wow.
More drama for the Steelers.
Never ends.
This was in April.
Yeah, this is before the season even began. So wow.
Off season. Can't stay out of trouble. We got some 1 o'clock games coming up, though.
Okay.
Steelers, Bengals, Bills, Texans, Panthers and Redskins, Colts, Jets, Cardinals, Vikings, Bears, Dolphins, Seahawks, Raiders, which that should be interesting.
Yep. That's in
Ravens,
London.
Right.
That's in London.
You're right.
Yeah.
Chargers, Browns, Bucks, Falcons, and then we got a couple 4 o'clock games. It's the Seahawks, Ravens at 4:05. And a 4:25 game is Jags and Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the 8 o'clock game is.
New England Chiefs.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, New England.
New England Chiefs, everyone, 8 o'clock. Make
The
sure you
Patriots and the Chiefs. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So, and Chris Hogan, the wide receiver for the Patriots, will be playing this game. So the Patriots, as far as offensively, everybody's healthy. Everybody's on the same page.
Cool.
So
should be a good battle.
Here's a little tidbit information about the NFL. Also, there was talks and rumors about the last week and a half.
Have you taken over a team?
No. Okay, rumors were flying for like the last week and a half that there would be a trade that was proposed.
Okay, who's this trade?
Running back LaShawn McCoy from the Bills back to the Eagles.
Wow.
For the because Jay Ajayi,
right,
running back who had a fractured back, by the way, who played the last game.
Damn.
Tore his knee with the fractured back now. So he's out for the year. So, but now I've heard that deal is not going to go through with the LaShawn McCoy Eagles. So that would have been kind of interesting to see LaShawn McCoy back in Philly.
Back, right.
So, but no, it's not going to happen now. Fell through.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go.
I'll tell you what, I can't believe NBA's back.
Yeah, like what, 2 weeks?
Like the cold weather, it's just boom.
It's in your face.
Right. Jimmy Butler.
God, does this ever end with drama?
Jimmy Butler.
Does this guy ever just...
I know the trade didn't go through with the Heat.
Right.
But I still hear they're trying to trade somebody for him.
Yeah.
Even though in practice the other day he lost it, he was yelling. Basically, he was just saying, cussing and saying, telling the coach and the players, you guys effing need me to win. And
the GM. And
he's in practice just, going at it with everybody. And then next day, practice was canceled.
Huh.
So due to his somewhat emotional meltdown.
Yeah, obviously.
Tibio, Layden, Wiggins, Towns. Those are the guys he was pretty much targeting in practice.
So basically the stars of the
PG
team.
made a pretty interesting comment. He says that
Paul George.
He sides with Butler. He's like, he made some valid point, and he said Butler just has to. Butler had to grind, scratch, and claw to the position he's in to get where he's at and work hard. And it's just, he wants guys to, he knows they got potential. Mm-hmm. He wants them to get on his level and bring all that to the table. Same thing he's bringing to the table, they bring to the table so they can, compete and play as a team. Because he feels like they're not, like the younger players aren't doing what they're supposed to do when they get out there. They're lazy. They're not practicing all the way they should in practice. I'd heard this before.
Yeah, I did too.
So I think that's a lot of his frustration, and then not him wanting to be traded, and then they're not trading before the season starts. So that just builds to the frustration, not to make up excuses.
Right.
But you can kind of see some of his actions.
Right.
Or why he's acting the way he does, but I mean,
I get it. I really do. I get what he's saying, and I know, like you said, he's scratched, clawed his way out to be an all-star.
Right.
Let's be honest. This guy was, drafted as kind of a role player guy to Derrick Rose when he was in Chicago, and he became the star when Derrick Rose got hurt. And now you look at the situation where he's in Minnesota. Not saying he's not the star. We all know who the center of the star is. That's Karl Anthony Towns. But that being said, though, I think he thinks that the younger guys, Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, I don't even know really who else is on that team as far as stars. But that being said, He probably sees them playing to their potential,
Right.
but not exceeding that. You know, like just playing with the
And
natural ability. Like, oh, I'm good at this because I'm good at this.
Right.
And that's all I'm going to do because I'm good at it. Kind of takes you out of your comfort zone, make you better. That's kind of what he's trying to get across, is what I'm guessing.
Right, exactly.
So, but going in a horrible way to do it. But
yeah,
I get it. Also, there's also trade talks about Jimmy Butler to Washington, by the way.
Didn't hear that one.
Otto Porter, they were going to send him and a first-round draft pick to Minnesota for Jimmy Butler. But they wanted Jimmy to sign a 4-year extension.
Right.
He wasn't going to sign it.
Well, that's not no-go.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, if he re-signs with the Celtics with that whole rumor thing, by him wanting to leave, say he's not wanting to, he wants to stay with the Celtics. Plus, they're trying to recruit Anthony Davis for next season.
Right.
Just as the Lakers are. But if he re-signs, he can re-sign for $188 million.
I would resign.
I would too. I wouldn't go anywhere.
I mean, you got a young core there, plus 188 million reasons not to leave.
Exactly. Kobe Bryant, he's good at giving younger players advice. So he's been through it all.
Yep.
All-star.
20 years.
Great student of the game. Still learning. Still,
being great off the court, too.
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
He gives Jason Tatum advice. He says, shoot every time. Pass if you have to, but if not, shoot it. Shoot the ball.
That's what Kobe made out of his career.
Right. So he's telling, he sees something in Tatum. We know Tatum can shoot.
Oh.
So he's telling him, shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Also, another cool piece of news. I didn't know this, but back in 2003 when Jordan came back to play with the Wizards,
yes,
Kobe wanted to sign with the Wizards so he could play with Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Before he retired, before his final retirement, saying, hey, we would have won championships if me and Mike had been on the same team. And that would have been something crazy to see.
Yeah, can you imagine Kobe not being a Laker for life?
Right.
Whoa.
Right.
I mean, let's be honest.
I'm glad he stayed because at one point he wanted to go to Chicago and he demanded to be traded. But, hey, the Knicks feel like they have a very good shot of signing KD in offseason. Do you see that?
Yeah, they do have a great position as far as money. They got Kristaps Porzingis. Here's the thing, though. Kristaps Porzingis, I mean, minus his rookie season, hasn't played a full season.
No, he was out. Did you see what Enes Kanter did?
No.
First 26 minutes, 26 points. Dude was all over the place.
Wow.
Doing everything you could do on a basketball court.
I didn't know
Enes Kanter,
that.
yes. So Porzingis out. He stepped up.
Yeah.
Gave him a win over the Nets.
Here's the thing. KD likes to play with other All-Stars. So, I mean, if Kyrie stays, Jimmy Butler gets traded somewhere that's not New York.
Right.
I don't see KD going. So.
Rondo says that LeBron isn't the player isn't who he thought he was. It says he's even better leader on the floor.
I don't see what he was missing.
Right. I mean, I guess he's like, I get to play with this guy this time.
Right, instead of against him.
And then they have Kuzma at center. They tried him at center. It's like it's a new experiment they got going on. But he hasn't played center since high school.
Well, I mean, he's a big boy. He bulked up. He's also 6'9.5", right. So he's not like a small guy. And
Lonzo Ball seems to be working out great after his knee injury. LeBron says he's all over the place. He's fast. He's running full speed in the practices and drills. So he got him back. Last piece of NBA news: Derrick Rose.
Yes.
Says with him being in the league for 11 years, torn ACL. Torn ACL. All the other injuries he's had, within the third year, he said most guys would have been retired already.
I agree.
They couldn't withstand everything that he's gone through and still be around and be relevant. And you're starting to see a little bit of the MVP Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces on the floor. They say in practice, he's fun to watch because you see a glimpse of the MVPs in practice. The MVP Derrick Rose in practice.
Right.
And he's good financially. He's saved a lot of his money.
It's what they should all do.
Yeah. You never know what direction your career is going to go in. So
exactly.
And this is Karl Anthony Towns saying this. He's seen the MVP Derrick Rose. It's there.
Yeah, I don't
think
think
it's consistent as he was with the Bulls, but
true.
You see a glimpse of it.
Well, and like you said, you see a glimpse of it, and that's kind of all they need.
Things around town.
Fall festivals everywhere.
Huber's had some stuff.
Huber's has got it. Yeah, I mean, everywhere. So get out, enjoy it.
In 5 days, a new Halloween movie comes out.
Beat the Rain.
Return of Michael Myers.
Yep, there's that.
So you all get out and see that.
There
It's
you
going to
go.
be a great film.
Don't forget to follow us. Instagram at _KY Game Plan. Facebook at the KY Game Plan. And Twitter at the KY Game Plan.
When you listen to our show on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that like button. Make sure you do that.
Yes.
Show some love.
There you go. I'm Adrian Smith.
I'm Mac Black.
Thanks for listening
To the Kentucky Game Plan.